Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's seat so I don't even grab the wheel.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was brought
the All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29.
2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
McManus's point after is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here.
On the keeper.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
8-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Washington.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Samuels. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for him with counter. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Philip Lindsay, the ball.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. He'll fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
At the 11-yard line.
2nd down and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Gordon on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but now it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On second and a long way to go. Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He'll go up top here for... And got his man complete. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So a third and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on second and 8. Lock. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. This one's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Block. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
7 yards.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's third and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 37.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
The 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. Not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ball carrier.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Block now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
throwing after the interception. Gordon. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Locke to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came